Oh, chin. Run up these likes, run up these likes, run up these likes. You back again with another one, gang, man. It appears that Rick Ross's daughter, in an interview with Lil Wayne's daughter, Reginae Carter, is saying that, hey, 50 Cent ruined my life all of a sudden. So now, all of a sudden, 50 Cent ruined Rick Ross' daughter's life, champ. All of a sudden. Yeah, Toie Ashanti, one of the daughters of Rick Ross, says that Fifth is the reason for having a rough childhood. Was the reason that she was basically ambushed in school based on the beef between her and her dad, Rick Ross. Fifth and Rick Ross beef, yeah. Her father, Rick Ross, and Fifth beef apparently destroyed her life according to her, gang. We gonna get into this content, man. I need y'all to up these likes, though. Smash up on the like. Only on the main platform will you see this. Salute to everybody, man. Let's take a look, shall we?
Beef's got real deep with you. Mm-hmm. Your mother was a casualty of a beef. How did you feel about that? And I want to hear from you because
hello.
Okay, how did you feel about that?
Honestly, it was very distasteful. It was very low because it affected everything in our life. Like me and my sister, her kids, my mom's kids. It just was a bad thing growing up. Like that was the thing that people would do to take a jab at me. Because it's like I'm the type of person, nothing you can say can really faze me. It's like, okay, you said this and next, you said that next, but it's like that would be the thing that it was like, damn, you took it there, like, oh, your mom and da 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 da. And it was like, yeah, I don't play that. I don't play that. So it just was like, it was life changing for me because it's something that I also had to experience. I went through a lot of bullying in school, like it was a whole lot that came with that beef.
So what do people negatively talk about your dad that you can't stand? I have a few, but what are yours?
Mine, something that came up. He's a colorist. I don't know how that came about. That's a little weird. That about all the rappers. Yeah, that's a little weird. Artist. The whole he stole somebody's name, Rick Ross. Listen, babe, I don't know the backstory. I'm not here to, but it's like, that's okay, whatever.
You don't know Rick Ross, I know.
Thank you. Listen.
I don't know,
like,
maybe what? But
he's a fraud, and it's just a whole bunch that it's like, honestly, y'all could just say what y'all want to say.
It's crazy,
it's sickening,
right?
It's sickening. It's so sickening.
So Rick Ross' daughter, Toie Ashanti, says this. She says that the beef ruined her life. She was bullied. It said her father's not the real Rick Ross and he stole somebody else's name. But it's true. He did do these things. He did do these things, though. But he did take another person's name. That's... yeah, the real Rick Ross, Freeway Rick Ross, yeah, he took the man's name and what have you. He did do these things. Yes, 50 Cent did show your mother's tape to the world. Yes, he did. He did do these things. Rick Ross and 50 Cent have been beefing for nearly 20 years now. Facts. Now, if you suffered any type of bullying or what have you in school based on Fifth and Rick's doings, hey, it is what it is. Ain't really nothing you could do about it, I'm gonna be honest. The most that could have happened, maybe they could have homeschooled you or what have you, but guess what? If it's smoke, and we really don't hear about rappers' kids and what they had to go through based on their parents' affairs with other rappers. If they parents had smoke with other rappers because they rappers and what have you, we don't really hear about this their story, what they had to deal with. But at the end of the day, these things are inevitable, champ. Yeah, it's inevitable that these things happen. You know why? Because everybody looking at it. We talking about 50 Cent and Rick Ross beefing. Yeah, that was a big thing back then. Facts. Everybody know about the tape. 50 got sued behind it and what have you and all that. Yeah, 50 got sued behind it and everything. Man did commentary, like it was real smoke going on back then, facts. But now we try to make it seem like Fifth is just some type of bully because he went at Rick Ross. Like, what are you talking about here? Cause now it's painting a narrative like, oh, Fifth don't care about the kids, and like, first of all, 50 never targeted Rick Ross's kids, for starters. Whatever the aftermath or the repercussions are, because Fifth is going at Rick, really, he can't control that. We talking about two celebrities here that everybody's talking about. So whatever happens, happens. Whatever happens, happens. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to the comments though. Oha challenge is this is whack, gotta be fake. Surviving T.I. and Tiny full season 1 official 50 Cent versus T.I. Yeah. Like, bro, why are the kids speaking now trying to make Fifth look a certain type of way? That's weird to me. I'm gonna run this little clip back too, by the way. Baby Maddie says that's the only Rick Ross that they know. They need to do their research. His name is Freeway Rick Ross for a reason. I mean, they wouldn't know. They young as hell. They definitely wouldn't know about the real Rick Ross, right? Salute to Uncle Dut in the chat. Mike Savage says Rick Ross is fake. I never liked him. Oh, champ. Hey, look. There's people that we like and there's people that we don't like. But I'm going to run this clip back. This is Reginae Carter, the daughter of Lil Wayne. Her podcast, It's Heir Time. That's the name of the podcast. Interviewing Rick Ross's daughter, whose name is Toie Ashanti. And this is the daughter of the woman who 50 Cent aired out back in the day. Aired out her tape and put it online, where he commentated over the tape and etc. and got sued behind it. This is her daughter. Alright. Up these likes, man. Let's continue.
Beef's got real deep with you. Mm-hmm. Your mother was a casualty of a beef. How did you feel about that? And I want to hear from you because
hello.
Okay. How did you feel about that?
Honestly, it was very distasteful. It was very low because it affected everything in our life. Like me and my sister, her kids, my mom's kids. It just was a bad thing growing up. Like that was the thing that people would do to take a jab at me. Because it's like I'm the type of person, nothing you can say can really faze me. It's like, okay, you said this and next, you said that next, but it's like that would be the thing that it was like, damn. You took it there, like, oh, your mom and da 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 da. And it was like, yeah, I don't play that. I don't play that. So it just was like, it was life changing for me because it's something that I also had to experience. I went through a lot of bullying in school, like it was just a whole lot that came with that beef.
So what do people negatively talk about your dad that you can't stand? I have a few, but what are yours?
Mine, something that came up. He's a colorist. I don't know how that came about. That's a little weird. That about all the rappers. Yeah, that's a little weird. Artists. The whole he stole somebody's name, Rick Ross. Listen, babe. I don't know the backstory. I'm not here to, but it's like, that's okay, whatever.
You don't Rick Ross, I know.
Thank you. Listen.
I don't know.
Like,
what? But
he's a fraud, and it's just a whole bunch of. It's like, honestly, y'all could just say what y'all want to say.
It's crazy,
it's sickening,
right?
It's sickening. It's so sickening.
So there's that. Like I said, it seems like everybody's picking a time to jump on Fifth. We've never heard about anybody's kids, speaking about their parents who are rappers having beef with others and how it affected their lives as kids in school. When you got two big celebrities having an issue, unfortunately, yeah, this is gonna get back to the school. And if them people know that you are the kids of the rapper, well, champ, yes, people are definitely going to find a reason to try and harass you based on the fact that your parent might be getting humiliated online. And it just is what it is. I mean, again, inevitable. If you have beef with 50 Cent and you got kids in school, you might want to homeschool those kids. Not gonna hold you. You can't just say, hey, 50 is getting my child bullied. No, the kids are choosing to harass you because they want to, based on the mere fact that your parent appears to be on the losing end of a beef that's online. That's just what it is. Now everybody's gonna try to paint this like C50 doesn't care about the kid. Like shut up. Like what we talking about? This been happened already. How are we trying to act as though like this is the worst thing in the world? Is weird. Not gonna hold you. But I mean, hey, that's just what it was. What can we say, man? When it's smoke, it's smoke. At the end of the day, it's smoke, right? What can you do? There's nothing that can be done. Salute to the Hip Hop and Chill podcast in the building. Ain't nothing you could do. Like you can't reverse history. And you also can't blame Fifth for what kids are doing to you in school. If these kids chose a side, it is what it is, man. Kids get bullied every day, B. That's a fact. So what are we talking about, man? And some of us put hands on those bullies too. Yeah, some of us put hands, feet, knees, and elbows on side bullies, correct? So what we talking about here? You know what I'm saying? You either gonna take it or you gonna give it, or you gonna do something about it. Some of us did things about this. I ain't gonna lie. When I was in third grade, listen, they had to bring the goddamn police to the school. I'm gonna just say that. When I was in third grade, they had to bring the police to the school because I crashed out. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just telling you, champ. You dig? Fight back. I don't know. Listen, my only advice is fight back. I don't know. You dig? It's a regular occurrence at this point. I ain't gonna hold you. Now, kids these days more brutal, probably because they got too much access to things that they shouldn't have access to. I'ma just say that. But come on, man. Making it seem like 50 done ruined your life is crazy. 50 Cent did not ruin your life, man. Because at this point, what's going to happen is people are going to paint the narrative that 50 was targeting children. Like, that's literally a lie. And then they'll paint another narrative saying, oh, well, he didn't care about his son, so why should he care about somebody else's kids? Like, nah, you don't know that story. You're speaking from the perspective of someone who isn't in that situation, and you don't know the backstory, so you just chatting. Salute to A1 Black Hammer in the building too. Like, come on, bro. It's getting corny, man. It's getting weird. Uncle Dud says, I was bullied once, didn't last long though. Yeah, people tried to act like they was bigger in the program in school, and them same people end up getting violated too at the same time, Chin. It's just a fact. We just gotta be real about the situation, ladies and gentlemen. 127 says Officer Ricky's daughter likes to eat good and show her. Whoa. I don't know nothing about that, Jim. I'll be honest. I don't know nothing about that. I ain't gonna speak on that. She is grown, but I don't know nothing about that, homie. So I can't speak for that. But salute to you though. I don't know nothing about that shit. I ain't do that much research. Ain't much research I needed to do there. You feel me? So I don't know. Listen, I'm not here to do any blob shaming. See, I'm gonna keep it safe. I'm not blob shaming nobody, at least for now. But I will if necessary. Don't get it twisted. Oh, the mayor will blob shame if necessary though. Don't get it twisted. You know, I really don't give a damn about or have any sympathy for anybody and their blobness. I'm gonna keep it a stack. Just to let y'all know, champ, the mayor don't give a damn about you and your airbag and your air baggage. Let's be very clear here. Nope, no sympathy for the air baggage individuals. If that's what it is, champ, I'm not scared. I don't give a damn about all that. I will definitely blob shame you. Don't get it twisted. I will. If need be. It ain't necessary right now, but in times of necessity, champ, you will be shamed for blobability, you heard? And you know what I'm talking about. Uncle Dust says if she has hands and feet, she has the ability to be unbullied. That's also true, champ. She got hands, feet, knees, elbows, toe knuckles, and regular hand knuckles, champ. Did you know that? Yeah, she got that too, by the way. The Truth Returns says Rick Ross talks about 50 Cent youngest son called him Lil Bruce Leroy. This is true, but he also wasn't talking crazy about 5th son. He just said he taught 50's son how to fish when he was at Diddy's crib because Daphne Joy went there. He did. But worse than that, Rick Ross was on TMZ talking crazy about 50's deceased mom in a wild way, by the way. So it's real smoke. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's real smoke. It is smoke in the air, and that's just what it is. Now, as far as, his daughter getting bullied in school based upon the fact that 50 showed her mother's tape on World Star and what have you, ain't really much you can do about that. I must be on good. Ain't much you can do about that. Again, inevitable. Kids will be kids. 50 Cent, one of the biggest rap stars at the time, still is one of the biggest hit right now, as well as Rick Ross. What the hell you thought was gonna happen? I mean, hey, you might want to get homeschooled. You beefing. If your parent got beef with 50 Cent, maybe you should have got homeschooled, champ, because these things would happen. And also, you can't run from the bully. It's either you gonna humble the bully or I don't know. You know what I'm saying? People been bullying in schools since the beginning of time, champ. I don't know what to say about it. I'm just saying you can't point the finger at 5th based on how kids are acting. Maybe blame the kids or the parents or I don't know. Or fight back. It's up to you, champ. But 5th ain't got nothing to do with that. We just gotta be real about the situation. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, that's just how I feel about this. Like, again, a bunch of other people are gonna make it seem like 50 is the worst individual in the world because they're gonna paint the picture as if 50 influenced others to attack Rick Ross's daughter while she was in school. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense because this is grown folks' business. You ever heard of stay in a child's place? Well, unfortunately, when it comes to celebrities, children cannot stay in their place, champ. You dig? They want to put their nose in grown folks' business. And that right there was grown folks' business that they shouldn't have had their nose in. Correct? Furious 5 Bill says Rick should have left him alone. Well, champ, I don't know. Listen, Rick Ross had money. Rick Ross, you to tell your dad you're getting bullied in school, maybe your pops could have got you homeschooled. He had enough funds at the time. Rick Ross was not a broke man during the times of his beef with 50 Cent. He was definitely well known, and that's just what it was. They had beef and the internet knew about it. That's just what it was. We're not about to play pretend here, James, right? We're not about to play pretend. We just gotta be real about the situation, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just saying. And by the way, if you didn't hit that like button, you need to, because that helps the channel in a major way. So please, if you haven't upped that like button, I need you to do so like right now. You heard? Smash that like. All chant, please and thank you. Now, on to the next thing, right? So, Lil Wayne mentions Verzuz. Lil Wayne says the only way he was going to do Verzuz if it's Lil Wayne versus Mixtape Wayne. He's not battling nobody, according to him. This is what Wayne has said. Look, let's take a look at this, man. Hold on.
Well, we were actually...
Hold on. Make sure. Let me fix my screen because I might be blocking Wayne, champ. Not gonna hold you, or champ. All right, let's get to it. What you say, champ?
Playing with the idea of me doing the verses, it was gonna have to be, and it wasn't my idea, it was their idea, but they wanted it to be, like Lil Wayne versus Mixtape Weezy.
Oh. I like that. Crazy. I wouldn't say that out loud because someone's gonna try to get that done now at this point. Like,
they gonna pay for that.
But not with that. They know that's the only way we meant. That's because they know I ain't about to do no verses with no, because I know music ain't no damn competition. It's art. This is art. It's like, yo, you put art on the guy. They know the person who made this picture don't know what the hell that person was doing and was not trying to make his picture look better than this picture. He just wants you to love his picture. Mm-hmm. And so that's why I don't like the whole verses thing.
Bro, I hate Wayne's voice, man. What the hell's going on? Lil Wayne, stop drinking that stuff, champ. Get off of the goddamn lean, man. You sound crazy, bro. Like, nigga. Yo, Wayne. This is why Wayne ain't doing no verses. He damn sure ain't getting no Super Bowl performance. But what the hell are we talking about, man? What the hell are we talking about, bro? Yeah, the dope done cooked this nigga. I ain't gonna lie. He sounds overdone. Like, nigga, he sounds overcooked. Like, seriously. This nigga's overcooked. What the hell are we doing, Wayne? Seriously.
Well, we were actually playing with the idea of me doing the verses. It was gonna have to be, and it wasn't my idea, it was their idea, but they wanted it to be, you know, like Lil Wayne versus Mixtape Wayne.
Ooh. I like that. Crazy. I wouldn't say that out loud because someone's gonna try to get that done now at this point. Like,
they gonna pay for that.
They know that's the only way we meant. That's because they know I ain't about to do no verses with no, because I know music ain't a damn competition. It's art. This is art. It's like, yo, you put art on together. Ain't no, the person who made this picture don't know what the hell that person was doing and was not trying to make.
This nigga Wayne sound like a goddamn frog, nigga. Rabbit. Like, nigga, you sound like a goddamn frog, nigga. What's going on? Hell nah, man. No, listen. Anyway, Wayne says that, look, the verses would have been Wayne versus Mixtape Wayne. Alright, that's what he's saying. Mixtape Weezy versus Wayne. That was gonna be the verses. Alright? Listen, respectfully, I don't think that's a good idea. I think people think that that's a fire idea. We'd rather see Wayne versus another person. Just saying. Now, T.I. wanted to do a versus with 50 Cent. Wayne was never doing a versus with T.I. at all for whatever reason. I mean, I guess it makes sense, right? Sounding like this, I wouldn't want to be doing a versus neither if I sound this crazy, bro. You feel what I'm saying? I don't even think y'all even heard what this nigga said, man. I don't even think y'all heard what bro said. This is nasty work, though. I'm gonna be honest. Like, damn, bro, get right, champ. Champ, what's going on? This is not good, man. This is not good whatsoever. This is actually very, very bad, champ. Yeah, what the hell's going on with Lil Wayne? Champ. The hell, man? What's really good, bro? Oh, champ. Yo, up these likes, man. Smash up on the likes, man. It's getting bad, bro. Mike Savage says, Wayne got too many hits. Who really want to smoke with Wayne in the verses? There's people who could compete with Wayne. I'm gonna be honest with you. Wayne got a great catalog, but there's people who could hang. There are quite a few that can hang. We got Kanye. We got a lot of people. We got Fifth. We got a lot of people that can hang. I ain't gonna hold you. Drake could hang. Future could hang. There's a lot of people, bro. Not a lot of people, but there's a good amount. Not a lot, but a good amount. I'll say that. Good amount. You heard? Penny Press says, yeah, that croak in his voice has gotten way worse, or he just being lazy in his speech more than usual. Listen, this nigga probably just sipped a whole pint of wok right before the goddamn interview. You got liquid tan in your lungs, champ. This is not good. Liquid H-Town is in your lungs, champ. This is not good. Yes, Wayne has definitely gotten worse over time. He was just talking about how, you know, people are saying he's not great because everything he puts out as of late is not great. Well, it's not gonna be great because, nigga, you sound crazy and your balls are lazy as hell and it's just rushed nonsense. So what did you expect? What did you think was gonna happen, champ? I'm just being honest. What did you think was gonna happen here? You feel what I'm saying? I don't understand. But hey, it is what it is, gang. It is what it is, gang. Listen, if you ain't smashed your like button, I do need you to make sure you hit that like. By the way, I don't think Wayne should do a versus with Mixtape Wayne, because why would we do a Wayne versus? Why not do a versus someone? Like, you know what I'm saying? Make it make sense. It has to be against someone, because what the hell we look like watching you versus yourself? That's stupid. So you're gonna have two versions of Wayne face each other? This is not a video game, bro. People want to see a versus between two individuals, bro. A one-on-one, not Wayne versus Wayne, nigga. This sounds, so saying Wayne versus Wayne sounds AI. That sounds AI to me. That doesn't even sound like realistic. Why not battle with someone, right? Because there are people who want to battle Wayne. But if we're being honest, Verzuz has lost its value, man. Verzuz lost its value. Verzuz is not as important as it used to be. It might appear that way. It would take certain individuals. It would take certain individuals to do a Verzuz for it to actually get its reputation back in order, for it to have the same type of clout that it used to have, the same motion, I want to say. Because Verzuz, ain't nobody of importance really trying to do no Verzuz. What was the last Verzuz they had? Mike Will versus somebody. That's not super important. I heard it was a cool Verzuz, and that's fine. But there's no mega artist, no real artist trying to do no Verzuz, bro. We just gotta be real about the situation, man. We just gotta be real about the situation, bro. You know what I'm saying? Verzuz ain't what it used to be, and ain't no major, bigger artists really trying to get involved in that for whatever reason, right? Politics or what have you. I can't even tell you the last major Verzuz that was done. What was it? 3-6 and goddamn Bone Thugs or something? I don't know. And that didn't end well because there was almost a fight in that Verzuz. But it is what it is, man. I just don't think that having Wayne versus Wayne as a Verzuz is actually something worthwhile, to be honest. To be real. I also think that Wayne's best work is his mixtape works anyway, right? Wayne's mixtape works is better than a lot of his regular works, if we're being real. His regular mainstream things are really in no comparison to his mixtape efforts, if we're being real. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. The last one was No Limit in Cash Money, right? Exactly. So yeah, man, like I said, I don't think it holds the same value that it once held, man. It just doesn't. Like, nobody's trying to do it. Jay-Z don't want to do it. Fifth don't want to do it. The only person that we see actively trying to do a Verzuz is T.I. And nobody really gives a damn about Verzuz, truth be told. T.I. is trying to reinvent himself because of his nasty comedy run that he was on. It was a nasty comedy thing he was doing. He was on his little comedy tour and what have you, doing comedy, but it was just terrible, bro. It wasn't good. He's not a good comedian. He's not funny. So now he tries to come back to rap, tries to force Fifth into doing it. Fifth don't want to do it, and he start crashing out. You know what I'm saying? Penny Proud says LOL Cassidy was the first to do that ish. Where was Verzuz himself? And when T.I. did T.I. versus Tip, he got no respect from me, not admitting he stole the idea from Cassidy. Yeah, it was the Hustler. It was a problem versus the Hustler. I remember. T.I. had way more success than Cass though. But yeah, Cass was the first one to do it. That's a fact. Seabrook says Verzuz was cool and originated during C19. Yeah, see, and that's where it ends, because after post C19, what happens? Post C19, what's going on exactly? We don't need it no more. I mean, again, there was some cool ones, but again, it's not garnering the same attention that it once did when people were all inside. Now everybody's out and about now. Nobody's really putting any high value on the Verzuz no more. That's all set in stone. It was cool for the time. You know, you had the Locks versus Dipset and all that. That was great. But now we on to bigger things, champ. You know, it is what it is. It won't help anything in the hip hop category because hip hop is in a weird space. So who even knows, man? All right, but listen, y'all do the man a favor, man. Smash up on a like, and when the video's done, hit the hype button. I was gonna make this one real quick. You know, this was some fresh news. I just wanted to get off, so I wasn't even gonna be up here long because ain't nothing for me to be up here long about. To be honest, gang, I ain't gonna lie. No mega stories as of yet, but this is something that I did see, so I had to run it by y'all real quick, you dig? Well, salute to the chat, man. Smash the like button, hit the hype button. If you're new to the Mayor's channel, make sure you subscribe right now. Turn your notification bells on to get all of the Mayor's notifications. And one more thing before we get all the way up out of here. Are you ready, gang? It's the Mayor. The one and only real New York Mayor, F Mom Donnie. And you rocking with the town favorite Showface News. It's Big Gotham. You already know it's the town versus everybody at all times. I'm up out of here, gang. Salute.